again, city, water is...
20% of the households are the ones that actually have access to fresh piped water. 20%. 80% depending on the water bowsers, the cartels, the people who are selling so-called fresh water. The rest of the boreholes, we are blessed enough. Our underground water level is not as deep as places like Nairobi. So you dig in, I think about 80 meters or so, and you're able to get some water there. But then even that has had a very, very negative effect.
What's your plan?
We have to look at seriously desalination. We're blessed with the ocean. We have an ocean, unlimited supply of water, and every single time that people are out there, and this has happened in other parts of the world. We can never ever say, and I always believe this, the role of government isn't to do business with its citizens. The role of government is to enhance the life of its citizens. So first and foremost, if we can be able to tap into desalination, we don't have to say that we're going to have the manpower, the capacity to...
So what does it need for us to do this, and why has it not been done?
We will, I cannot speak on behalf of the current regime, but I can only speak on behalf of what I intend to do. And one of the things that we do intend to do is consider partnering with other stakeholders into looking at a way of desalinating water. And I'll give you a small example. If you want to know how feasible this is, it's more expensive. The amount of money that you would pay, genuinely pay, per cubic meter of water, if it was coming from Mombasa water, would be cheaper than the cost of, the jerry cans and everything else. All said and done, you've not even included the aspect of the hygiene part of it, the wasting of resources and everything else. But it is actually cheaper. And if we can be able to get that cheaper for people, why would people opt to start going into jerry cans, and people start opting to go into these boreholes?
Do you have timelines for these projects?
Well, I'm anticipating, considering as well procurement laws that are there in this country. I have to consider as well whether a feasibility study has already been done. I know that there are people of interest who've already shown interest through various other means. But we might be able to try and do this in about 3 years.
Okay.
I do not see us having, and I would always rather be judged in saying what it is that I believe, and it actually transpired to be that way. We cannot have a shortcut into this madness. And by the way, you want to know that this is something that can easily be attained. You've got a pipeline, valuable pipeline, the oil pipeline. If there's a leakage, or even one single part of it that can actually indicate that there's a detour of that oil, it immediately sends a notification. And you're not even looking at one county as Mombasa, with the size of Mombasa being as it is. You've got a pipeline that connects all the way from Mombasa all the way to Nairobi and further. And just by someone trying to tap in, you can actually be able to tell. Okay. We can be able to implement something similar so that we don't waste our resources.
Okay, gentlemen.
And just to emphasize this point, I agree with most of what he's saying.